Hi, my name is Paula Sanders, and the dispositions that I believe I possess to be an effective educator are enthusiasm. I have demonstrated enthusiasm both in my online ESL teaching as well as substituting and just everyday life um, with my kids and life in general, bringing enthusiasm to the assignments and tasks at hand, both for the students I have taught as well as my own children. The second disposition is creativity. I feel that in general I am a very creative person. I like to problem solve and find different ways to solve a problem, and possibly a way that is outside the box that other people may not have thought of. The third disposition is embracing differences. I grew up in a very diverse demographic area, and there were quite a few different races and ethnicities, and they called it a melting pot. And I'm also adopted, and I believe I bring a unique and different perspective to diversity and how that affects me in my childhood and my daily thinking. And I believe that I would bring a very good viewpoint of how to use diversity to the best possible way with students in a classroom, embracing their differences and using those differences to create a more harmonious and unique learning environment for them. The third disposition is respect for students and colleagues. I was raised to always show everybody respect, no matter what their age or gender or profession. That was just something that was instilled in me. And I believe that you need to show respect not just for the people you work with, but also the students you teach. And that goes for if the student is 2 or if the student is 62 and you're teaching them in a more advanced college setting perhaps. I feel that you have to respect your colleagues as well. I feel that I bring a good understanding of how to work together, but also if you don't agree, respectfully do so. To show them respect by agreeing or not agreeing with their viewpoints, but just basically acknowledging that they have a valid viewpoint, even if you don't agree with it. The next disposition is flexibility. I believe that in order to teach, you need to be flexible. You need to be able to adapt to any type of situation that may occur from your students. If they need extra help in a certain area or a different way of approaching something in order to learn it, I feel that I am very good at being flexible, both in a classroom setting but also with my own children who struggle with needing a little help with flexibility sometimes, and knowing it's okay to be flexible, and sometimes being flexible is a good thing because it brings us better outcomes. The next disposition is high moral and ethical conduct. I believe that as a teacher, you are a pillar of the community, and you need to be showing the correct behavior, modeling the correct behavior for not just your fellow colleagues, but your students as well. I think that one of the most important things that you need to have as a teacher is a high moral and ethical conduct in order to be successful in an educational setting. The last disposition I believe I possess is willingness to collaborate with students and colleagues in an educational setting. I believe that I'm a very good collaborator. I have worked in multiple group settings, working together to get projects done in former jobs, and collaborating with my family. We have a very large family to get information and events planned, and I believe that I would bring a good situational awareness for collaboration, not just for students but also for colleagues as well. A few dispositions I feel I still need to work on are using a variety of assessment strategies as well as continuous learning and reflection. I believe those are also important, and I will gain more knowledge of how to do those things as I transition into a classroom of my own and get more experience with teaching in general. The things that I believe a teacher needs to possess, how they should look and act, and what standards they should have. The three big ones I believe are passion, ethics, and knowledge. I believe that teachers need to have an extreme passion for what they do, a passion for the children or their students, a passion for the knowledge that they are transferring to them, just a passion for really creating the next generation of our society and really making them the best possible members of society that they can be. Ethics, I think that if you are not an ethical person, if you're don't have that type of mindset, then you're not going to go far in education. Teachers are looked up to as ethical professionals. If a teacher is not ethical, then nobody's going to trust them, and without the trust, then students are not willing to be engaged and learn if they don't believe they can trust their teacher. And finally, knowledge, adhering to the standards and really knowing the content of what you're teaching and how to teach it in a way that is appropriate to your students and to your classroom environment is the last very important way that I feel how teachers should act and type of standards they should have. Thank you.